Hey friends, welcome back. It's another Monday. And so today I have decided I want to make what I am coining as giblet charms. And that's just using any of the scrap fabrics or maybe old canvases or something that I wanted some type of charmy doodad pieces that I could either connect at the bottom of some of my pages to the side that would actually like hang out and about, or that I could clip onto the spine of a book just as like a charm, as a finishing little touch, a little boho magic, if you will. So I have lots of scraps. Everywhere there's a scrap. There's a scrap, there's a giblet, there's a scrap. So I wanted to use a variety of textures in this kind of patchworky giblet charm, and so I really just stuck a random variety of papers, excuse me, not papers, but fabric pieces together. I have a piece of lace, I have like a piece of knit, and then I have two painty rags, which are probably sheets that I've torn apart that I get at the thrift store, or maybe they're tablecloths that had a stain on it that I can get relatively inexpensive, and I'm recycling those as my paint rags. And so that means that I have a lot that has like little pieces of paint here and there. So just to added little boho goodness that it will take. And so I'm just hand stitching back and forth, and going through that many pieces of fabric at once made it a little bit challenging for this thin little needle. I probably should have used something a little bit larger, but it's okay. We're into the motion, right? So stack 3 or 4 pieces together. Let them overlap. I did not want it to be flat. So I know that about myself. I do not like it when things are just flat. So I wanted the textures to be seen, so I'm wrinkling up the fabrics and just creating a textured look there. And then I decided I love that little pop of pink that was on my painted sheet, and so I'm cutting a little bit off of this upholstery fabric, which actually was part of when I reupholstered I used it when I reupholstered my my chairs, my dining room chairs, and then also my bar stools that match. And so they are mix match chairs, so I used all different kinds of upholstery fabrics and stuff. And so I, of course, kept the little scrap bits that were left, and they've just been hanging out waiting on a project. And so I have all of my giblets really close, and I think that's really important for my creative process, is to make sure that I have things that I'm able to see. Because of that, I was able to catch that in my eye with that piece of pink. And then I'm just doing some messy, intuitive, slow stitching back and forth. This is a perfect type project that you could take on, take and kind of get a little sack, if you will, of little random bits and just sit in front of the TV and make these little charmy things. And I love it because it's all kind of just like whimsical pieces that have come along. And then I have this teeny tiny safety pin. Tim Holtz has these precious little safety pins, and I thought, oh, that would be perfect to attach it to whatever I want to attach it to, because I come up with the idea to do it as a video for y'all, but I didn't really have a consistent idea as to what excuse me, what I would attach it to. But I knew that I thought that a spine of a journal would be really pretty, probably at the end phases when maybe you're putting them on your shelf or whatever you do with your journals at the end of its life. And then I also thought that it would just really make a really cool, funky little bit that you could add in to your journal. And me saying that, I actually have been looking for a perfect piece for something, and now I'm feeling very inspired. I may go and do that right after this, and you'll end up seeing that on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, would love to have you as a follower. I typically usually post at least once a day. Something that I've been working on, a journal spread, a mixed media project or something. So if you want to see how I use this, make sure that you go follow me there, because I will post where it ends up finding its forever home at. And you'll see I'm going back and forth with another little piece, and this one is burlap and a piece of the dyed sheet as well. And I'm going just back and forth, just attaching that burlap to the sheet. And then I decided that I want it to hang a little bit to the side, so I'm going to connect it to the previous little scrap bits that I have. And I just love it. It is just so cute. Think about like how you could do this and add your own little thing. So one of the things I was thinking was you could attach found words. You could attach, if you haven't watched, I did a resin paper video. Maybe you have some resin paper that would be a cool little extra something as far as like visual texture is concerned. And then I also decided that I wanted to take some buttons. So I go find some buttons, and I grab 3 buttons, and I'm going to end up making it into a charm. And I'm not really sure. I had a heck of a time getting the DMC floss through the eye of the needle. And so I can't remember if I actually show you how the little button doodad came together or not. But I'm connecting the see how it looks? I have the little buttons there. They're just on a piece of DMC floss. And then I've got the feather. And then it's just a cute little thing. And because it's a safety pin and fabric, all you have to do is cinch it there. So I hope this was fun. It inspires you to grab all those scraps of giblets and make something fun and funky with it. And if you're not a subscriber, I would love to have you as one. Make sure you click the subscribe button and the notification bell. And until next time, y'all, toodaloo.